Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I want to talk about why Derrick Jaxn's career should be supported, not canceled. So, we've all learned about who he really is, and it was very disappointing. A lot of people, a lot of his followers were very disappointed, and naturally, he got canceled as per, that's what we do these days. And it makes total sense because, he portrayed himself in a manner that was just not true at all. However, with that being said, when I look at how excited these men are that Derrick Jaxn was found out to be a cheater and dishonest, they were just way too excited. And I started to think, I'm like, why are these men so excited about this? And it's not just because Derrick Jaxn used to call them out, it is because of the position they now find themselves. So let me explain. When Derrick Jaxn made his videos, the things that he talked about were very informative and they were important, okay? Now there's a lot of people, myself included, that already know what he's talking about. And so we don't really need to hear him. We don't need to watch his videos to understand how some men interpret women's actions or what men mean when they do certain things or what women imply when they behave in certain ways, because that's what he does. He interprets people's behavior and what people are trying to communicate and how people should think or act under certain circumstances when they're in relationships with other people. So some of us already know these things, but there's a lot of people that don't know, and they actually use Derrick Jaxn as a source of very important information to help them conduct their relationships. Whether you like the guy or not, whether he lives an honest life or not, that does not change the fact that the things that he teaches are very important and valuable. Okay, so being that he is opening the eyes of a lot of these women to what goes on in their own relationships and what they experience and how to handle certain situations, I would say that based on that, Derrick is very valuable to a lot of people. And these men that are excited that he got canceled are now, they're happy that they don't have to be called out anymore and that they can continue to live their cheating, dishonest lives because, well, the angel Derrick Jaxn is also a cheater, and that validates their own cheating and lying for some reason. That's how they see it. And I actually saw a lot of videos from men saying, see, I told you guys, all men cheat, all men lie, you ladies have, your expectations are too high. And a light bulb went off in my head, and I'm thinking, so these men really want Derrick Jaxn to be canceled so that women can go back to expecting less from them, and they in turn will no longer have to even strive to be better versions of themselves, and they can just continue to live dishonest lives and treat their partners however they want because, well, it's been confirmed that this is the way all men act and no one should hold them accountable. So nobody wants Derrick Jaxn canceled more than men. Men that don't even follow him, they don't listen to his videos, they obviously don't like what he says because he puts women on game, quote unquote, and they don't like that. So I think that women should be smarter and think about what they stand to gain or lose when Derrick Jaxn's career gets canceled and he no longer is calling these men out and, pointing out their flaws and how they're not treating their women correctly. So women need to think for themselves and think about what they stand to lose and not really listen to what a lot of these men are saying and, criticizing Derrick and condemning him as if they actually care that he cheated on his wife. Like, come on. None of these men really care about that. They just saw an opportunity to finally tear him down and make themselves look better in the process, and that's what they're doing. So, ladies, please stop following what these men are doing and canceling Derrick. That's going to be hard because of what he did. But at the end of the day, he is only married to one woman, and that is Danae. Okay? The rest of the women just have to understand that he is providing a valuable service through his books and his teachings and his videos, and they need to focus on what they are gaining from it, not focus on what Danae is losing. Danae can fix that with Derrick. They can go to therapy or counseling or whatever he needs to do. That is their marriage is none of our business, quite frankly. And if she's willing to work with him, which it seems like they are, because Online with Tasha K posted another new blog that Derrick is about to start with his wife. So it looks like they're trying to work things out, and everybody else needs to just accept that, he's just who he is, and he's trying to be a better person. At least Danae thinks he's trying to be a better person. So let's all respect that and step out of their marriage and think about what the rest of society can gain. Because let's be honest, Derrick has provided more for this society than a lot of these men that are criticizing him. A lot of them are rappers that rap about cheating anyway. They cheat anyway. They lie. But he himself, he does the same thing that they do, but at least he is putting out work that teaches other women how to understand their relationships and what's going on and how to handle themselves, which is better than a lot of these men are doing. So if he gets canceled, his work gets canceled, what do his followers stand to gain from that? What do the rest of the women, not Danae, but what do the rest of the women stand to gain from canceling Derrick? Nothing. They really just lose a lot. They lose a good source of information for no reason other than they're upset about what he did to his wife. Another thing is, Derrick Jaxn himself never did claim to be the kind of man that he describes in his work. So who knows? He probably is talking about the man he wants to be when he says all of those things and make those videos about the good man and the ideal man. Maybe he's describing who he's aspiring to be, not necessarily who he is. And I'm not trying to excuse his behavior. What he did was terrible. He tricked his wife and he tricked his followers. Besides his wife, he tricked a lot of his followers and give them a certain perception without verbally saying it. That I understand. But what do you stand to gain from canceling his career? This is simple math, guys. You have to think about things in terms of what you or society gains versus what you or society loses. Canceling Derrick is not going to help anybody gain anything really, other than just the satisfaction of canceling somebody. But if Derrick Jaxn is not canceled, there's a lot of women that do not know how to interpret what their partners are saying or doing to them, or even how to get the most out of their relationships. They can gain from the teaching that Derrick provides. Believe it or not, there's a lot of people that use Derrick as a very consistent source of information, to help conduct their relationships. So yeah, this is why I think that Derrick's career should not be canceled. It should be supported, not his actions, but his work should be supported and promoted so that he can continue to do what he's been doing, and forget about these other men and stop following what these men are doing, which is to try to cancel the man who's calling them out on their negative behavior. That's all I have to say on this. Thank you guys for watching. See you in my next one. Bye guys.